The question came up the other day in a conversation. Warren, do dogs know when we're sad? Now, dogs are really sensitive. In fact, they're highly sensitive to human emotions. And any changes in our mood, our body language, can really encourage changes in their physiological behavioral reactions. Dogs can really detect our moods and the way we feel. They're very sensitive. Since dogs primarily communicate with each other, there are some vocalizations, but usually it's through body language. They really quickly pick up on things like expressions we have on our faces that may indicate positive or negative feelings, gestures that we might have, hands moving in a different way. All of these things are indicative to our dogs of how we are feeling. Now, it may sound a little eccentric to some people. Heaven forbid I should sound eccentric, but having trained as many thousands of dogs as I've worked with, I can tell you, honestly, they know when you're sad. People may disagree with me, but I think most pet guardians would agree. No, they also have an incredible sense of smell. My background was teaching dogs to smell out bombs and drugs, so when it comes to a dog's olfactory sense of smell, that's my expertise. And because their sense of smell is so incredible, and because they differentiate odors, for example, if I go into a room where someone's cooking spaghetti sauce, I may smell the spaghetti sauce. The dog smells every ingredient in the spaghetti sauce separately. They also pick up on the chemical changes in our body, hormonal changes. That's why some dogs can tell when a person's going into a diabetic situation or an epileptic situation. Specifically, if we're in extreme situations, we're stressed out, we're fearful things aren't going right, the human scent changes, the dog picks up on that, and it really indicates that some of our emotions may be changing as well. So dogs really do when we're sad. I know it's a hard topic to grasp, but I think most pet guardians out there, I'm not talking about trainers and behaviorists, but most pet guardians out there, I really do believe know when their dogs can detect a change in them, whether it's a positive change and the dog gets excited with them, or a sad change like we're talking about and the dog gets sad. So if you do have a dog and they do pick up on your sadness, maybe that's a good reason that you shouldn't be so sad. I'll give you an example. There are times I come home and it's just been one of those days. And Molly and Willie kind of look at me and say, uh-oh. And then all of a sudden they do something. I think they do it on purpose. Something to make me laugh, something to make me smile, or something just adorable, which they do 24/7. So again, they're not alleviating their own sadness, but they're alleviating mine. So dogs really do know when you're sad now. If you disagree, that's cool. I get it. But if you have lived with your dog, and if you consider your dogs part of your family like I do, when your mood changes or when you're not feeling the way you normally feel, you're a little sad, depressed, or down, the first one to pick up on that is your dog. I'm Warren Eckstein.